The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of WBGR Network. Any questions or concerns about what is said should be directed to the show host, whose information will be provided upon request.
Welcome to Cues on the Move. I'm Brother Donald Williams. I'm your man, the proud chairman of the 2nd District Fatherhood Initiative Committee Chair of Omega Psi Phi, and we are so excited that you have connected with Cues on the Move. And my co-host?
My name is Jeffrey Dix. I'm the co-chair for the Fatherhood and Mentoring covering the state of Maryland.
And Jeff, you want to talk to us about the mission real quick? Well, together we will be your host for this segment of Cues on the Move. Our goal is really simple: to inform, to engage, and to share the wonderful, incredible work Omega Men are doing in the district from New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. We are mentoring our young people, and we are especially helping our men to become more effective fathers, encouraging them to be in their children's life. Again, we are excited. Family, you know the world has changed. I was on an international prayer call this morning with the brothers of Omega Psi Phi, and they had mentioned that we are only 140 days into a new year. Just think about that, a new year, a new decade, only 140 days. And this will forever be historic due to the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic. We hope you are taking the best care of yourself, that you're washing your hands, you're practicing physical distancing, social distancing, and getting some quality time in with your children and with your family. Family, don't let your guard down. Again, we are excited. Did I say that we are excited? I have my friend, my new chapter brother, the newly elected 37th District Representative of mighty 2nd District. We are just ecstatic. Brother, we are so proud of you. We go a long way back, Brother AME. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? And so, hey, let's get right into the conversation. Brother 37th District Representative, before you discuss your vision that you have for fatherhood initiative and mentoring, tell me this. Do you recall your first mentor? And what impact did he have?
Well, my first mentor, first and foremost, good evening to everyone, Brother Kelvin Ampofo, and thank you for allowing me to share with everyone. My first mentor was in high school. It was my math teacher, but it was also my tennis coach. And one of the fondest memories I have, the biggest things that he led me to believe and make sure instilled in me is that to always push forward. No matter what the obstacle, no matter what the challenges are, always push forward. And I believe that has carried through, led me to where I am today, and allowed me to be the successful person I am, both professionally and with the fraternity.
Absolutely. Shout out to your first mentor. Because look, the apples don't fall from the tree. Hey, look, Brother DR. Can you share your vision for the Fatherhood Initiative Mentoring Committee? We have 5 states: New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, and the great state of Maryland.
Certainly. The importance of mentoring is, I believe, engagement. We have to make sure that we are involved. We have to make sure that we are active and engaging with the community. So the vision simply is quite simple, is to increase our engagement. We have over 90 chapters among the 5 states, and we need all these chapters to participate. The importance of having a program is so critical to these young people. And so simply, the vision would simply be to increase. If you already have a program, find a way to help another chapter develop their program or implement their program. And those chapters that already have programs that are in place, find a way to increase it. If you have 5 mentors, find a way to get 10. If you have 10, find a way to get 20. So we just simply want to make sure that we're reaching out to our communities, touching as many young people as we possibly can to have an impact on their lives.
Oh, that's music to my ears, Brother DR. Yes, it is. And we want to encourage other chapters in the local area to team with another chapter. You know, New Jersey, under the leadership of Matt Stevens, is looking into that. I was speaking to him earlier today. But that's a great message. We want all 90 chapters to have a mentoring program. And if you don't want to go along, you know, we encourage you to team with other reputable organizations, Big Brothers, Little Sister, Big Sister, social services. There, we have nothing but opportunity. As I had stated earlier, 140 days into the new year, we have nothing but opportunity to make a greater impact. Hey, Jeff, don't you have a question?
Well, absolutely. And so one of our agendas, one of our side agenda that came into prominence about 4 years ago, we started with lobbying some of our legislative, we became legislative partners like Delegate Pam Queen from Montgomery County, Brother Nick Mosby, Rick Charles, Christian, in helping us with fathers' rights, which still is a tremendous issue, and working to help level the playing field, being that voice, that advocate. And we've made some great strides, and every year it gets better. And one of the things I'm kind of wondering, what's your views on that and the possibility of expanding this to the other 4 states?
The Q's in Annapolis that currently is in progress in Maryland is just a phenomenal program. And so hats off and kudos to all the brothers that have been involved in the state of Maryland with the 100 Q's in Annapolis. And that program should be the segue for the other 4 states in our district to do something very similar. And so I've already started the conversations with the brothers in the great state of Pennsylvania. And so we're making plans to do something similar to 100 Q's in Annapolis. We're actually already making plans to do something similar in Pennsylvania. And the expectation would be the same thing would happen in obviously Delaware, New York, and New Jersey. It's so powerful when our legislators see our brothers, you know, ideally if we're all dressed the same, but it doesn't matter. Just the fact that they see these brothers dressed up in their suit and their ties, it makes an impact. And so we need to make sure that the example that's already been set with our brothers in the great state of Maryland, 100 Q's in Annapolis, we need to ensure that those programs also happen in our 4 other states. Eventually, we will have all of our states in our district doing something similar. And then ultimately now, as a district representative, that's something that we can share with the other districts. So eventually we'll have all 50 states doing something similar to what has started in Maryland.
Great impact. Go ahead, Jeff.
And just one other question, and don't be the put you on the spot on this, but we are target father for this. There has been conversation around, and we've been lobbying for Father of the Year award, And not so much to bring about competition, but to bring about awareness. And awareness is we have a lot of guys out there that's doing a phenomenal job being fathers. And they don't get the recognition. Is that something that we basically we're begging for your support on this one and your views?
I think it's important. And I think if I hear you, I think it's important to, when we get into awards and recognition, I think it's very important. And I think that as long as we look at the criteria and that the criteria based upon what's been established, that there's not just one Father of the Year, because my vision would be that in essence, everyone that submits is a Father of the Year. Fathers, the three of us, we're fathers. And so, most of us, we don't necessarily look for the accolades, but it's something when it comes from another father to say, job well done. And so I would certainly support the committee in looking at recognizing all fathers that have been there and continue to be there, and just having a wonderful impact on our young people. They need it. And I can tell you, the young people, they want us. They want to hear from us. They want the structure. They want the discipline. They want us to be involved. So even if it's just a half an hour, take away from the video games, take away from the YouTube and everything else that they're doing, just 30 minutes. They want to talk to us. They want us to be engaged with. So I think all those stories that we could get would just be such a wonderful impact. And we could tell the world our story of how the fathers are truly, truly making a difference in the lives of our young people.
Wow, I like that. That's a greater impact. I like that, Brother DR. Jeff, thank you for asking that question. Wonderful. You mentioned our youth. Under this unprecedented global pandemic, the COVID-19, we have challenged chapters in the district to rethink mentoring programs in the 2nd District. We are asking chapters to adjust their thinking by using the virtual platform to stay connected, to stay engaged with our young people. They need us at this time. And to help men become better fathers, we're asking that each chapter, again, rethink how they are mentoring and reach out to their circle of influence and use the Zoom platform. Any thoughts on that, Brother DR?
I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great initiative. And I think we've got to remember that we're dealing with youth. And so the youth, we got to look at their mental state. We got to look at what they're going through as well. This COVID-19 has kept them away from their daily routine. They miss their friends. They miss just going outside. The things that they're used to doing as kids has changed dramatically. So I think we need to make sure that when we're using these Zoom platforms and whatever technology that we're using to connect, make it as interactive as possible. In other words, these kids, it's great that they log in, but just to sit there and listen, no, we've got to make it interactive. We got to hear from them. Let them tell us their stories. Let them tell us what's happening. So make it as interactive as possible. It doesn't have to be in a setting where they're just logged in and then they're just listening. Let's make sure it's interactive. And as many people as we get on that screen, let's make sure we touch and agree with every single person that we see on that screen. Make sure that we give them the opportunity to express themselves. They haven't had that opportunity for over 10 weeks now. They've been confined to their homes. They haven't been able to talk to their friends as far as in person, right? They've got all these other, gaming systems and things like this, but give them that outlet. We as men, we've done something similar. We've had our Zoom parties. We've been doing our meetings via Zoom. So we've had that outlet. But our youth, if we're doing this, let them have that outlet too. Let them say what's on their mind so that they can also be productive and be better for our society.
Absolutely. Brother DR, I just want to, and Jeff, you can chime in, share with Brother DR what we witnessed yesterday. But Brother DR, we have about 3 chapters that I know have rethought how they mentoring. We got Edify out of New Jersey under Matt Stevens. Jeff will tell you about the experience we had yesterday. We have Brother Bernard Jackson out of down there on the Eastern Shore has shifted their engagement, and that was just it's just an outstanding experience. Hey, Jeff, go ahead and share.
Well, I mean, last night what I witnessed and with Ada Pie is they're creating things to have this club and to give these youngsters 2 teams, and they had virtually $10,000 to invest in the stock market, and you're taught how to read stocks, how to stock, and these youngsters are already engaged and gotten started with looking at stock performances, and I'm sitting there in amazement, listening to this, and and I had a conversation with Matt Stevens a few days ago, and he was talking about using the Xbox as a platform of communicating with young people. So with that, I'm challenging all the chapters to look at these other platforms in which we can use to communicate. But what they're doing here is phenomenal.
Hey, thank you. I was blown away as well. P&E earnings and the stock market, and opening up at 9 in the morning and closing at 4 was impressive to hear the students engage. Hey, look, Brother DR, again, we are so proud. We're coming to the end of Q's on the Move. We want to give you an opportunity to give a closing remarks, and then Jeff will go through our announcements to keep the families connected. Brother DR.
Well, again, on behalf of almost 4,000 financial brothers in the great district, the 2nd district, which is comprised of the states of Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, Brother Williams and Brother Diggs, for all that you do with this committee and the importance of children and the youth, and making sure that they continue to have an opportunity to be well through your program. So thank you so much. To my brothers of the 2nd District, please make sure that each chapter should have a mentoring program. And if you need assistance, make sure you contact Brother Williams or Brother Diggs, and let's make a difference in our young people. They are our future. And so let's instill what we need to into them now, so that they will be ready for the future. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Everyone, continue to be safe. Please make sure you continue to wash your hands, and until we get through this thing, which we will, continue to be safe. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother 37th District Representative of the mighty 2nd District of Omega Psi Phi. Love you, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Jeff, you got any announcements you want to share?
I just want to encourage everyone to continue to support this platform in which we do, and all committees, and the way that I'm asking the fraternity and everybody that has youth organizations to please go to our YouTube channel, 2nd District Fatherhood Elementary. You can Google it. Just simply subscribe to it. Doesn't cost you anything. Simply subscribe and hit the notification bell whenever we have a new video and other media that's coming out. You'll be notified. One of the things that we're trying to do is to increase our awareness. Eventually, we can get to the place of the site, and we can continue to do great things. We've proven, and we've partnered, and we will continue to move forward. And the 2nd District will continue to lead the fraternity. But 2nd District Fatherhood Elementary.
Thank you so much, Brother Jeffrey Diggs. And I just have one announcement that we want to encourage you. The numbers count. The count matters, my brothers. Family. USCensus2020.gov. We need you. This is extremely important to complete the short survey. The census is used to determine the number of congressional districts drawn in your state. And the money matters because it's federal dollars that's reallocated to your state. It pays for programs like Medicare. It pays for school lunches, senior services, health clinics, public housing, and it pays for things that directly impacts our community. And so we want to encourage you to go to www.uscensus2020.gov. The count matters. Our community is counting on you to complete that survey. And as we draw to a close, I always like to leave you with a quote. I got two of them. Always remember your present situation is not your final destination. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. I repeat, the best is yet to come. We're going to get through this, and we want to see you on the other side of COVID-19 pandemic. I'd rather see a sermon than to hear one any day. I'd rather one to walk with me than just to show the way. The eye is a better pupil, more willing than the ear. Your advice might be confusing, but your examples are always clear. And the very best of all are the men who live their creed. For to see good put into action is what everyone needs. I can soon learn to do it if you let me see it done. I can watch your hand in motion, but your tongue too fast may run. And the lectures that you give may be wise and true, but I rather get my lesson by observing what you do. For I may misunderstand you and the great advice you give, but there's no misunderstanding how you act and how you live. Family, thank you for joining this segment of Q's on the Move. We see you next Tuesday. Be safe, be blessed, and stay smart. Thank you.